game enters its full 60. Tonight, we're set for what should be a great matchup. It's the AFC Champion. Wherever you are, welcome to America's Great Sports Day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had just even a couple of weeks ago. But you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead-up. Because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. And I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And they'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, here's May. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup there of 13. First down, New England.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacy...
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Landry in for the sack. What a way to start defensively here in this Super Bowl.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. Not much there, maybe a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's May. Trip pass caught by Henry, the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Throw across his body is complete, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Well, Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. That one on target to Cup.
Darnold's pass complete to Cooper Cup. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And we'll get a whistle. Stoppage. An injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see. Especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Third and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
For a Seahawks first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll get them 5 yards. closer, but now third down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have corners that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to...
On play action, here's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got third down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Open man, is Shaheed. That's complete. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
That's another Seahawks first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 9-yard line.
To throw again is Darnold. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. To throw on 1st down is May. He'll find the rookie 3rd-round pick, Kyle Williams. And And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From out of the gun, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Douglas in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. May has completed to Douglas. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick
past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 44-yard line.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is May. Has caught right side by Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down. To throw now, May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. First catch of the game for Diggs, and it's a first down.
Patriot first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the Patriots.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it, and the Patriots move out to a 7-3 lead.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Seahawks 3.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. He'll go play action with Darnold. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd and 19.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
It's complete. He's got Huck. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Now Mike Vrabel none too happy with that last decision, and out comes the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run with Walker, and they'll take this down inside the 35. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's done. Shaheed with the catch. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
14 yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10.
After a spirited 1st quarter here in Super Bowl 60, 7-3 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Shotgun run now with Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. May. He's found his receiver, Boutte. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
19 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big kick.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And 3rd down coming up. May going to look to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 34-yard line, Here's 2nd and 5. And up, and it's Henderson. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And a Patriot first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
First down.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Henderson now on 1st and 10, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
On 2nd down, it's May. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Pats will take a 14-6 lead.
Seahawks 6.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Darnold now to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Seattle.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Smith-Njigba has it on that out route. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Throwing is May. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
From the 46, here's second and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That complete to Henderson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On third and 2, it's May, and that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Here's Bryce Baringer now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That is caught downfield. It's past the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
settled now on 1st and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Open man, is Shaheed. That's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
That's good.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. Let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Now Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 5.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. Once more, it's Henderson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
May to throw on 2nd down. That's complete on the tight end screen, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
A gain of
14 yards on the pickup there.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the Pats will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. Right, Smith and Jigba has it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work. Where are our matchups? And let's go try to put a drive together and get some points because so far this has been a struggle and they just cannot get anything going for them.
And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play taking it into the red zone. A big play here in the big game. 37 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On the handoff, this is Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. He'll tuck it and take off. And he will get into the end zone. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seattle. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
And even though it's just the 3rd quarter, we'll try to draw even right here and go for 2. They'll run for it with Walker. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion ties this game up.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now, May. Left side, he's got Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
Just past midfield.
Off the play fake, here's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
And a Patriot 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's May again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Tie game, 2nd half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game, so it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
3rd and short, and here is May. Pushed out to his left, and May will not risk it. Into the slide, and he's got the 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the draw, it's Henderson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and through. And the Patriots will go up by 7.
Patriots 24, Seahawks 17.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road.
And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. They'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run up the middle, and it's Walker. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Motion is Barner. We'll get this right to the 20-yard line. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker.
Darnold's pass complete to Kenneth Walker. It's a gain of 7. Brings
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Darnold now to throw. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and goal.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
On play action, here's Darnold. On the move left, and he's into the end zone. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seattle. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will tie this game at 24.